A very delightful morning, children. This is your Swarna teacher, and I welcome you all for the second session of your second lesson, Laws of Motion. In the last class, we have studied about the first law of motion, but in this video, we are going to learn inertia and mass. Inertia is the property of an object that resistance changes in its state of motion. All objects have this tendency. That means whatever we discussed till now, the body which is there at rest is to be there same condition, or the body which is there at motion is to be there in the same moving is there. All these because of the inertia. This Newton's first law of motion is also called as laws of inertia. The Newton's first law of motion is also called as law of inertia, and this is a property of an object that resistance changes is the state of motion. All the bodies don't have the same tendency. That means it depends upon the mass. Inertia always depends upon the mass of an object. If the mass of an object is considered the measure of inertia, then the SI unit of mass is kg. So, inertia is a property of matter that resists changes in its state of motion or rest. It depends on the mass of the object. Mass of an object is considered as the measure of inertia. We know that SI unit of mass is kg, kilograms. Each and every body don't have the type of inertia. For that, I will give an example. See here, children. I have taken two cardboards. See here. The mass of the first cardboard will be more surely than the mass of the second cardboard. Isn't it or not, children? Then, if I have taken a scale, I have applied same force, make these two cardboards to move front. Then in these two cardboards, which cardboard will travel more distance? I am repeating the question, children. I have taken two cardboard pieces. One of the mass is very high, one of the mass is very less. These are the two cardboards, and here with the help of a scale, here what I am doing, pushing the two cardboards. That means same force I am applying on it. Then in these two cardboards, which cardboard will be moving more distance? Surely we will say second one moving more distance, because second one having less mass. A car is there and a bicycle is there. If I ask you which one you can push front with your hand, surely you will tell a bicycle. May because it was very less. You will be able to move it, but whereas the car, even though if you push it with whatever the energy you are having, it don't same times. It sometimes don't happen also. Isn't it or not? That's why its inertia purely depends upon the mass of an object. That's why mass of an object considered as the measure of inertia. The mass of an object is considered as the measure of inertia. Did you understand, children? So, the next, yes, the SI unit of mass is kilogram. And here in your 8th class also you have learnt about in free body diagram. The same free body diagram here we are in showing you with different types of forces. One is a frictional force, second one is force on the object, third one gravitation force, and fourth one normal force. These are all the types of forces which are acting on a body. That's why this diagram is said to be the free body diagram. And we have completed our first law of motion, children. Did you understand what is the first law of motion? Each and every body will remain at rest. Each and every body will remain at rest or in the state of uniform motion unless compelled to change its state by the action of some force in a clear is a clear as the next second law of motion. Before entering into the content, few more examples I want to discuss, children. If a badminton ball and a cricket ball are there, they both hit you same speed, then which one will you hurt you more? Surely cricket ball. Surely cricket ball. And the same way, a heavy truck is there and a small bicycle is there. In these two, if you move up, in these two, if you're hitting a wall, which one can damage the wall more? Surely a heavy truck. But one more example I want to tell you. A small bullet which fell from the gun damaged the wall. Isn't it or not? A small bullet, because of its high speed with which it's traveling, isn't it or not, children? Thus, we can tell that the momentum is a concept where it will be a discuss the mass of an object and its velocity. It's represented with their symbol P. See here, I have given in the slide linear momentum, or simply you can call a momentum, children. It is a product of mass and velocity. Linear momentum P equal to product of mass and velocity. Already we know velocity will be having the direction, isn't it or not? And that's why linear momentum also will be having direction as well as a magnitude. What is mean by magnitude, children? In first lesson we have discussed the magnitude is nothing but the value. Nothing but a value. As here the velocity having the direction, momentum also will be having the direction. As it is the product of mass and velocity, and it will be representing with the symbol P. This is the symbol with which will be represented the momentum, children. And the SI unit of momentum is kg meter per seconds. See here, the units of mass is kilograms and units of velocity is meter per seconds, because the velocity is equal to displacement by time. All the basic concepts which we have learnt before you will be applying here as a formula. That's why we'll be telling in 8, 9 classes whatever the concepts which we'll be learning. Those will be basics for your 10th class, and 9th and 10th basics will be there for your intermediate is there. Isn't it? Isn't it or not, children? That's why. That is the thing which will be telling last classes also. That's why listen the content very carefully. The units of always will be derived from the formula. The units of who? The units of always will be derived from the formula. Here, the momentum formula is mass and velocity. The units of mass is kilograms and the units of velocity is meter per second. Therefore, the SI unit of momentum will become kg meter per second. It is very easy to get the unit is unit. Isn't it or not? Yes. Here a formula showing you P equal to ME. P means momentum equal to M means mass and V means velocity. So momentum P equal to mass into velocity. Did you understand now? Yes. Here one more slide which is showing you SI unit of momentum is kg to meter per seconds or Newton seconds. It is also represented as Newton seconds. Here the value of or what is the unit will be getting kg meter per second square is in Newton, and here that one substitute that one will be getting Newton seconds. You can write kg meter per seconds or simply Newton seconds. Also you can write this is the unit of momentum. Okay children, the next video we will discuss the second law of motion, activity 4, activity 5 remaining all. Okay, thank you.